What's up, everybody? We're bogging the old computer down, so I hope it's going to carry through for us here as we get into the premium side of things. And we're just going to start off here by going straight to EBIX. And I do want to show you folks how fear and greed help move the market. It's a Q now. Oh my goodness. And you can see this thing got stomped before, but what a week, huh? What a week, huh? It's up 150% this week. How you doing, Tesla? So, it's not a brag, but it's just to show you that fear and greed both rule the markets. And my strategy personally is to hold that bag. I'm a bag holder, but it works out. Patience pays, It's not for everybody, and maybe it doesn't work for you, but I'm just going to hold on to that bag because I could have sold it in fear down here at less than $1, even though I had a $5 assignment price. And now we're actually in profits. We had collected almost $400 on a $500 assignment. So we're actually 167 in profits. So I could take profits right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold the bag to get the real bag. It comes down to a lot to self-confidence too. If you keep shortchanging yourself, even if it's small amounts over the course of your life, you really screw yourself up, as I know all too well. So after that, let's go on to the ones that we have. We'll start with Hawaiian Electric here. We had a $14 strike, and we're at 14.87, so we're well in the deal there. So I believe I type them in ahead of time. 12.29. No, I didn't, did I? All right. Looks like I'm just slipping all over the place. So this was a 1.5. And we collected $15. Holy smokes. Woo. And you can see grand total here. It's $215. So that's $2 off the price. It's only a $14 stock. So you can see week over week, we are grinding down the cost basis on this thing. Even though we bought before right before it cliffed out, even though it was still 30 RSI and all the other things. We're actually lowering our cost basis, even though it's not moving. So, for next week, I was able to sell the $14 put for $29. So that's over 2% for 1 week, right? So we might be able to see it here. I don't know if this is worthwhile or not, but this is just me screwing off anyways, once a week. All right, so we picked the 12th here, and we're on the put side for $14. And you can see now, look at it, it's 10 and 15. I got it for 29 at the open. So once you have a stock that has found a floor, we'll go there and let's talk about that. Now, we don't know if the stock is going to keep going down. It could. But what we do know for certain is it's going sideways, right? So until it starts going down and breaks all these price points here, it's going sideways. And what's the best thing you can do in a sideways market? And that's sell options, because you get paid for time. And what the worst thing you can do is buy options, because you have to pay for time. So that's why this is one of the 3 main strategies I use, because the market either goes up, goes down, or goes sideways. 3 strategies for 3 market conditions, and it works out well for me. Next one, good old Pfizer. And you can see we started going up, right? And if this was a swing trade, that would have been an entry, right? So we would have bought this as equity. The problem is we have a huge position we need to get out of. So, as a recap, we had the, no, I guess I actually have to go look at it, don't I? We had the 2850, I believe. Yeah, 2850 put, expired today. We're well above 2850. Agreed? Agreed. I guess it was just take it easy for the new year, wasn't it? And I didn't even drink. Must be slipping in my old age. But we did collect $20 free and clear. We didn't have to buy the stock. We're still trying to get rid of this 3,050 here. But you can see we've collected $180. So on 100 share lots, that is $1.80 off the share price, and it's only trading at a $29. 29. Like 6%. The math is right. I could have screwed it up. So for next week, we did it again. We done did it again, just like Hawaiian Electric. And we'll take a look at it here in a second. We did have to go for a higher strike. I got the 29 now. The 29 strike. But I was able to collect $52, which is well over 1%. It's almost 2%. And you can see the market shot up. $29 strike. You can see it's going for $22, $24. The last one traded for $23, but I was able to secure $52, more than double, just by getting in early. Okay, so there's a little bit of skill to it, but you can see after we got above this level here, we're not going down anymore. Are we going up? Well, if you want to be a technical smartass, yeah, technically it's average up. It's above the averages. That's what it means. But essentially, the way I look at it is, it's going sideways. Okay? I'm looking at it going sideways. Could it just shoot straight up? Yeah, it could. But that's not typically the way it'll go. So, a little back and forth here. I'm not getting like, oh, it's shot up, but then it came back down. I'm not getting scared. I'm not playing emotional mind games. But we are collecting premium, and hopefully you see that the week that I skipped, that I did not sell the premium, you see what happened. It went down. And just because I sold premium here doesn't mean it won't keep going down, but the odds are better. The odds are better in my favor. And I'm using the price action to help guide my decision making and not my emotions. So if you take into account the 50 biggins, bro, now we collected 232. You know, that's almost 10% of the stock price. You know, so if you think about, if you buy stocks at a really good price point as far as PE ratios, RSIs, they can still go down, which is perfect evidence of this, how I ended up with a big position. But then if you only buy them when its PEs are reasonable, they hit the 30 RSI, and you continue to average into a big position, even if the stock continues to go down as it did with this one, Verizon, Hawaiian Electric, if you remember Intel, never forget, and possibly EBIX, even though it's a tiny dollar amount. But if you use options, you can buy time back. So I'm lowering my cost basis so that whenever we get to our profit targets, we can exit sooner. And then we have all this dry powder to start all over again. Because you can, as you heard from the last video, almost 1,000 just flip trades. I don't count swing trades and the other strategies, but almost 1,000 of those. I'm only naming you 5 that went real bad. And none of them went to zero yet, but I'm sure eventually one will. And that's why we use the reverse snowball. So hopefully it all comes together for you. You can see per contract, what is that? $29.81 per one contract deal. So, if you did 10 of them, that's $800, man. So it scales, and this is more of a big money game. So if you're new to it, stick to the public account method. But for those of you ready for the next step, it's a no brainer in my opinion. But you have to have correct expectations and good perspective on what really understand what you're doing. So if you got questions, reach out. But otherwise, have a great weekend. I did post a lottery short. We have our ticket for tomorrow's drawing. I'm really excited, as dumb as it is. But if you're into that, that's available as well. So maybe statement video over the weekend. I have to check and see if I got all of the statements. I don't want to do just one video with part of them. But look forward for that maybe for tomorrow or Sunday. And we'll hit next week hard. We're going to hit it like a hurricane. So hope you all have a good weekend, and we'll see you later. Peace.